right, I'm here. We need a baseball cap. We gotta go get a hat. Y'all want to give us a second until we come right back? Yeah. Be right back. 1, 2, 1. This one. Okay. It was just right there. We had to go get a cap. Put something on the ground. Ooh, we can't play that because they'll flag us. What up, wheat field? Welcome to the wheat field. 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 Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let the great day begin. Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. Hey, Betty. Thank you so much, beloved. This is a general collective reading. As y'all know, the Tears and We Tarot show. You sure enough never know what you're going to get, beloved. We had such a great time at the concert. We an auntie for sure. We've been an auntie for almost 20 years. We talking about something, we an auntie. When I tell you we got that so many times, I say, okay, auntie, okay, auntie. I was like, I am an auntie. I got a title. We're so crazy. Spirit said it's a beautiful day. Hey, Jean. Hey, Elsie. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. Look, it was fun. We're uploading a little bit of a collage, a collective of little videos to just kind of share the experience. It was fun. Hey, D. How are you? Thank y'all so much for tapping in. We're drinking our simple but not so simple iced coffee. It's more complicated than it looks. It's got more shit in it than a little bit. But we needed it because it feels like yesterday is running into today. I feel like it's going to be a beautiful day now. I feel like we should take a drive and go down to one of the lakes, river, like down by the river, down by the riverside. I was just saying, I feel like we should go be sitting by the water with a book or something like that today. You listening while you driving? Oh, good. Be careful. It's beautiful there today as well. Yes. Sunflowers and sunshine. Get some air. Get some fresh air and exercise. Hey, blessings. Great day. Great day, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. While we were shuffling, we're going to ring the bell so if it's loud. Thank you. Ringing in good energy, positivity. Because when we were shuffling, we saw the Ace of Swords flew out. We saw the Four of Wands. They want me to write these down. Four Wands. We saw the Death card. So 13 is coming through, which is 4 because 1 and 3 is 4. And then what did we see after that? I got to go back in the mind's eye. Spirit, help us to remember to see. It was I'm seeing a chariot. I'm like, what was it? Okay, so what is it about? Yeah, so your Four Wands. What is it about your celebration home transformation and then moving forward? Something's manifesting. The Magician. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and 5 of Swords. So Spirit is giving you a love offer. But for some reason, that's going to cause some sort of conflict. I'm seeing control and dominate. And your love offer from the Spirit doesn't have to be like romantic love. It could just be a gift from the Spirit. You know what I mean? Like manifesting some sort of goodness, something that you're going to love. Like a present, you know? It could be just a gift, a present from the Spirit. We got comedy tickets for next week. They were really cheap. They were under 30 bucks to go to a local comedy house and listen to some local comics. So it could be something like that. You know what I mean? Look for the small offers in life. Well, they're not small, they're major, right? Um we Another thing that was a gift. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe even transform like how you think about certain things and how you celebrate stuff, because that's kind of like, for ones it's like a celebration and then transformation, like going forward. I do see determination and, balancing the light and the dark and all that stuff too. Hey Rick James, thank you so much. But it's a thing about, can you celebrate when the spirit brings you things that you may have had in your mind and in your heart to receive. So we wanted to go to AJ Gent. Like when we came across him, I think last year or something like that, we was like, oh my gosh, it would be so cool if he came to our city so that we can go to the concert. We love instrumental, we love jazz, we love, just the sound immersion. So when we saw that he was coming, we were like, oh snap. Spirit was like, yes, go get that. Yes. Right. And so when I tell y'all front row center, like the mic was right here. I was like, anywho, he's such a short guy. He's so short. But I'm pretty tall, so I guess it's relative. Anywho, y'all, when he came off stage and walked by and stood right there in front of me and freaking played the guitar, I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't even have my phone out. I was just stuck like in the music in the moment. By the time he got like 3 or 4 seats down, I had enough to come back to sense and get the phone out and record it. So that was pretty neat. But it was a moment when he got back on stage and I just felt like we locked eyes for a second. I was like, this is so awesome. But anywho, it was like the realization of getting something that was in our heart, right? And then today, a little device that we've been, thinking about, like kind of pining after, but we didn't get it because it's like, you buy a new juicer or something, it's a little bit of a coin investment. But there was one that was very reasonable and it was on sale for a limited time only today. So it was like, oh, yay. It's a nut milk maker. I know. Auntie vibes, whatever. Okay. But I got a refrigerator full of macadamias and pecans and walnuts and hemp seeds, and we got this big ass industrial bag of shredded coconut meat. So why would I have to keep going to the store and buying coconut milk when we can make our own? And it gets kind of messy when you have to squeeze it out in the bag. It's fun to squeeze something, but it's just more convenient. Anywho, so we got a nut milk maker coming. Somebody might have love or a sneaky link coming into their life, because that nut milk maker kind of took my head somewhere else. Anywho, and then it was the comedy tickets that were like, very, very reasonable. Again, like to go to a comedy show that's not too far, that's local, like for under 30 bucks. I'm like, that's pretty cool. So it's like all of these little gifts and to celebrate these gifts. And sometimes it's like transforming the mindset. Like it doesn't have to be like these grand, big, things for you to celebrate the goodness and the gifts from the spirit. We did put it in, we was like, ooh, we would love to go to the continent of Africa for we don't want to tell you, birthday, but in another year, whatever. What blessings? A nut milk. He said, I didn't know it was something that you could buy. Apparently it is. Apparently it is. But the nut milk making machine is a real thing, and it's pretty cool because if you like to make soy milk, then it even has boiling water temperature, so you don't have to go through the boiling of the soybeans and then putting them in the machine. Like, it does it all in one, and it's got settings for all kinds of stuff. You can make smoothies with it, so it's supposed to be pretty cool. We'll see how it's gonna work. Thank you so much, Sharice. I love the tree. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Great day, beloved. Welcome to the wheat field. I appreciate you. I know a Brewster, one of my soulies. His name is Demarcus Brewster, and he is an amazing author and podcaster. So I don't know Brewster's, right? But it's just a fact. He's pretty awesome. I got one of his books around here somewhere. It may not be right here. It may be back on the shelf over there. But yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. Yeah, let's get into some cards. So thank you to the Alpha and Omega for coming through, for bringing a message. Hey, Marianne. Aloha. Alpha and Omega. That's right. Up in the house. I know that crazy the autocorrect. Look, Four Swords is here. Rest. Great day, Bookie. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Thank you guys so much. The truth. Mental clarity, rest, restoration, recovery, prayer, the things that you are praying for. Because I never paid this any attention, but I see it now. So it's definitely clarity, right? Not paying something attention, but you see something now. If you guys look on this card, this is a hand. This is like it's given a Buddha statue, right? So you can see the fingers, but it's holding the flower, like representing the lotus. So it's something that you didn't see before, that you're going to see something different. Yeah. Thank you so much. Look, fate, destiny, things changing, fortune changing. It could be like, again, how we count the little things. Be sensitive to the gifts of the spirit. It's almost like not, I'm getting a pause, like they're holding me back on, not saying that it's small or large. It's like the being able to receive the things that are in your heart, all of them are major. That's what we're getting. Yes. You slept from 7 to 7. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Great day, Nick. Thank y'all so much. Hey, y'all. Hey, thank y'all so much. What is it, Saskia? Thank you so much. Oh, oh, look at that. Go blessings. Thank you so much for supporting the sister. This is a general, beloved, but thank you so much for saying hello. We do have active subscriber readings on Thursdays from at 6 p.m. EST, and we will be doing some active subscribers tomorrow, Sunday, May the 17th. I think tomorrow is the 17th. Pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing a couple of them tomorrow because the ones on the 15th on Thursday were cut short. So we'll be doing some. But if you subscribe and you are active in the fam, then we get to know you. You get to know us. You don't just want everybody in your spiritual business, y'all. I keep saying that, but I don't get to talk to everybody around the globe at the same time so that y'all know. You know what I mean? You don't want everybody all up in your spiritual essence. So be cautious about just jumping in people's lives and asking for a read. That's just like, if anybody is religious, you just don't, You got to go to a church and visit before you know if you register or you resonate with that teacher, that pastor. Do you feel connected to them in some sort of way? Something with the environment. You don't just, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got a real gift. I don't care where you're going to, beloved. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega who brings the message onto self first and foremost, where we are a conduit, a vessel onto them to use. Thank you. See, you'll never know who got the gift. High priestess, y'all see we didn't pull that card, they did. 10 Pentacles, who all the way tapped into the energy of the spirit. But just our goal is to break chains. Our goal is to break chains. If you be the vessel, you be the vessel. It's here. It's here. Somebody is being broke free. And I am glad to be a conduit onto the Alpha and the Omega to use us as you set your people free. Let all the high priestesses and the high priest stand up. Be free to bring the message that the Most High God has put in you. First, for edification, to free you, to nourish you, to strengthen you, to bear the yoke that has been placed upon you. And I pray that we overflow, all of us together, yo, as we move forward in the same direction, one accord, one goal, understanding we are whole, we are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. King of Pentacles is coming through. King of Earth energy. Being a community leader. Generous, reliable, but we see material wealth here as well. Do you consider yourself materially wealthy? You should be. You should be considering yourself as wealthy. Can you see how the spirit just provides you with these abundance of gifts like all the time? Like you woke up in a garden, you woke up in the garden. Like, and she's immensely abundant. When I say you woke up surrounded by flowers and all these beautiful variety of creatures, it's like all these resources at your disposal. You are spiritually wealthy, abundant. Anytime you need something to be done, this is a twofold. So get it. If what you need to have done gets done, you are infinitely abundant. If that thing does not happen, it's a redirection towards a different way. Either it wasn't supposed to happen or you really didn't need it to happen. It could be setting the stage for something else. Some people don't believe in fate and some people don't believe in free will. And I feel like that they both exist at the same time. I believe that I know to be true that there are infinite timelines. And every decision places every decision places you on a different timeline. Every decision places us on a different timeline. Energy is fluid. Your light is always traveling. You are it. You are the thing that you are seeking. So can you look at you and your circumstances right now in the present and claim that it's infinitely abundant? It is the material to create and manifest whatever it is that you desire from it, beloved. Oftentimes it's just relative to our mindset. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Miss Monica. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Look, Queen of Swords. It's all about your mindset. How do you think about it? Empress, you woke up in the garden. The sun, four-leaf clover, you can manifest whatever you want. You can birth it. It's all about your mindset. And we see the Five of Pentacles and we see the Queen of Cups. So I don't know if you went through a period of time where you felt isolated, disconnected, like you were lacking a loss. Maybe your emotions, right? Spirit could have been low. But when you start to nurture and nourish yourself, you see shit different. Yeah. For some reason, I'm seeing a battle. Oh, this is definitely a battle. We're not gonna take all these cards, But this is a battle, something from the past, a missed opportunity, going from celebration to a missed opportunity. Somebody could have moved into something too fast. It's giving struggle love, an illusion. Didn't know that it was a battle. Knight of Cups to the Eight of Wands, a love offer that moved too fast. Three of Cups, some sort of celebration. But it quickly went to the Four of Cups, turned into a missed opportunity. Six of Cups is something from the past, definitely past. Somebody could be very nostalgic. We see Ten of Pentacles. This could definitely be family. It could be, you know, it's definitely family. I don't know why I'm saying could be, like it's a scenario. This is a scenario. Somebody feels like they missed out on ultimate happiness because I'm seeing a four and six. They're showing us four cups and six cups is 10 cups with 10 pentacles. So not only was it like the fantasy family, like this shit should have been all the way like everything or somebody thought it was going to be, and it came with ultimate happiness, ultimate wish fulfillment, and legacy building wealth. King of Cups is here. Definitely something on my throat chakra. I'm feeling that energy. So yeah, either you said something because we saw the King of Cups, we saw the Queen of Cups, so this, you two could have been, you know, I don't know. They wouldn't even let me say that. It's conflict here. So I don't know if this was something that somebody thought it was love, but it wasn't. Somebody thought it was love, but it wasn't. Nine of Wands to the Hangman to the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so definitely a battle. You being in a defensive stance. Whoever's in Queen of Cups energy is defending themselves. And it's either been for a long time, or you may have had to sacrifice and surrender something, right, to let something go. It could be let go of the battle, right? And now we see Seven of Swords to the Moon, which is like lies and deceit and illusions, hidden truth about the lies and the deceit. Five of Pentacles, again, loss. Five of Wands, chaos and drama and competition. But I do feel if that's the past energy, like the backstory for somebody, it could be present for somebody else, but it's giving High Priestess, clarity, Queen of Swords, the ability to change your fate, your destiny through prayer and meditation. And I don't know if this King of Pentacles is you coming out as King of Pentacles with the Empress energy, right? You have bossed all the way up. It's giving like, can you see yourself in this energy? Sun, illumination, prosperity, vitality, joy. Joe, yeah, see, world card. You get. I keep picking up somebody who gave themselves closure, and didn't we say we saw the Chariot? They told us Chariot, so we're gonna check that off. Chariot. We did see the Four of Wands already. It was down there. Here's a Tower to the battle. So it's like bringing down or ending it or something. It's giving destruction. We've been picking up the energy of giving yourself closure. Like you don't need permission and you don't need anything from anybody else to close out a cycle. It's all about your mindset. It's all about you. You know, when you decide to let go of it, when you have processed the emotion, when you have come and moved into the energy of acceptance. Yeah, see, it's the battle. Five of Swords. And we got a Page of Swords coming out. It could be either you learning something through this scenario, which I feel like is a thing, right? Learning when to let go, like learning how to battle. Every battle doesn't take the same weapons, right? You don't fight chemical or biological warfare with weaponry. You know what I mean? It's just all about what are you fighting and how do you fight. Some things you fight with the pen. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fist to fist type of thing, but you need to understand that. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, but are you fighting with the right weapons? It might. You don't take a fucking knife to a gunfight. Y'all know what it is. We probably shouldn't say that. We probably should have said pew pew or whatever the fuck YouTube likes, but y'all get the gist. Sometimes the fight that you need is to get the hell away from it. Sometimes the fight is to get the hell away from it. Sometimes people can feel like, I retreated, so therefore I lost, when that's not the truth. Sometimes people would stay in a fight and they will fight to their own detriment, even though they're likely to lose, or that they are losing. I'm hearing pops like, you live to fight another day. Yeah, see, there's the death card. You live to fight another day. So all cards that they called out have shown up. The Four of Wands, the Death card, and the Chariot. Two of Pentacles is here. I'm seeing balance and Two of Swords. So it's all about making choices, right? Which way you gonna go with this? Where you gonna put your energy at? And for somebody, I'm hearing the spirit say, gear it towards happiness. Great day, Pedro. Thank you so much. Ambiguous Loss. Wow, by Pauline Boss. So if anybody's interested, Miss Monica is placing a book in the chat. That might be interesting. Ambiguous Loss. I'm gonna write it down. Thank you. Ambiguous Loss. Pauline Boss. Thank you. Anything else in this deck? Yes, this one. Yeah, Lovers. See, it's given either a failed relation. It's definitely a failed relationship, and I was gonna say also it's given a disconnection within self, right? And when you give yourself closure and you heal from that, look, you bring yourself to balance, and that's what they were just telling us to say that. And somebody could be, it could be a earth angel devil type of energy, or it could be like you just were really off balance with the Two of Pentacles, right? Something's being balanced. You looked up that book? Awesome. Yeah, look, Two of Pentacles is coming right back out. Somebody ballerina toes on business. You talking about balancing on one foot. Fucking illusions. And Seven of Swords. I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's giving me the energy like something either is being returned. Six of Pentacles, balancing, giving and receiving. Seven of Cups, I see opportunities and decisions. And Page of Wands is giving manifesting. It's giving like your wish is your command. Like when you make the wish to the spirit, they will materialize it. But it's something about coming out of this energy that has everything opening up for you. I feel like you closing out or giving closure to a situation, knowing how to expend your energy, what to give to and what not to give to. Another thing that came across my feed was a note about tithing, and I think the law of tithing came up very recently about putting that 10%, that effort into self, right? We kind of mentioned the church a little bit, and some people do tithe in the church, and traditional churches way back when they were schoolhouses and storehouses, that made sense because the people who lived at the church would need provision. And these days these pastors do not live at the church. You don't need to, tie so that they can get another fucking Bentley or a Cadillac or a new suit or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Are you able to take that energy and invest it into your purpose and what it is that you're supposed to be growing? What are you supposed to be doing? If we be the church, the walking church, then why are you not investing that 10% into self? A lot of people feel like they don't have it to invest in self, but I would challenge you to see things different. Because your 10% doesn't have to just be coin. Is your energy that you are expending. King of Pentacles. It's energy. Where you put your focus. What you decide to do. Two of Pentacles. Right? This is just two Pentacles. Are you going to focus on a failing relationship, or are you going to focus on you? So from what I see, you changed that and you focused your energy on you. You allowed something to transition and you gave yourself closure. You didn't expend energy waiting for somebody to give you something that you can give yourself. It's a gift that you give onto you. So now I feel like the spirit is continuously gifting you in these ways, a variety of ways. And when you start to recognize and really be like, oh, wow, thank you. I'm just receiving gifts all the time. I'm giving energy and tithing and sowing into self, source, eternal life force, right? And you are doing it in all these beautiful ways. And then you are receiving in all of these beautiful ways. And you're acknowledging, right? Being grateful is like a life of gratitude for all of the gifts. Like when we wake up on the rising and we rise and we say, okay, we've risen into the garden again. Like, thank you for the breath. Thank you for sustaining us through the night. Thank you for providing all the tools that we need to get through this day because we don't know what the day will hold. We give the day back to the Most High God, the A and the O, right? It's on to you. What are we going to do with it? What do you want to do with it? Like, give it all back. And we receive what they give us. It could be as easy as that. Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups. That's 10 cups. That's 10 cups. Four of Pentacles. That's solid. Knight of Wands. I'm hearing gifts rushing in. Wow. I don't feel holding on or being guarded. I just feel solid. Ace of Cups. They showed us the Nine of Cups. And then with the Four Cups, that's 14 cups. That's like, wow. Seeing the beauty in the journey. Absolutely. Absolutely. Seeing the beauty in the journey. Anything else? This King of Swords. Mastering your mind, mastering your energy. Seeing the beauty in the journey. In the little things, like it's a four-leaf clover. Like, how long would you have to focus to look to even get that? Or like the spirit will have to call your attention. Look right there. It's a four-leaf clover. Look, Knight of Cups and Six of Cups. I'm hearing a channel song we've been hearing. Don't be afraid of the way you feel. Three swords is coming through. Something about the sky. Open your heart and you see it's real. It's real love. Somebody's very protective right now. Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. Damn. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Empress, Emperor, Page of Cups. Love messages. Ooh, what's behind that? The Ten of Cups. See, it's real. But what's on the other side of it? The Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. Could be the King of Wands. I don't know who the Emperor is. It could be you. You know what I'm saying? Four of Pentacles. Either it could be trying to hold back. Right? So if you've gone through a very tough situation and you've gotten good with self, you are seeing joy and vitality in your life and you are thankful for the all, right? I'm hearing Sister Buki when she say my all, right? Like everything, the Alpha, the Omega, that which created all. And all your ancestors, your spiritual family, your bloodline family. It's given like every experience that led up to this. I'm hearing, what is Anita Baker? What is she saying? What is she saying? I'm hearing her. She says, I'm so thankful for the pathway that led to this. That led to this or led to thee. But I'm getting led to this, like to this moment. Yeah, look, Ten of Pentacles. It's definitely given. 10 of Pentacles and 9 Pentacles. That's 19 Pentacles. The Sun. It's like everything. And I see the Fool card, like free will, fresh start. I'm getting free will and fate at the same time. Like you have the ability to choose your fate, to switch your timelines. And somebody did it by mastering their mind. We see loyalty and dedication as to self first and foremost, celebrating you, making the decisions always, and to go to battle for you. And when we say you, it is not just a selfish type of thing, like everything is like me, 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 me. When I say you, it is an acronym for Yah's own universe. And you see and understand that you are a pixel, a piece of the universe. Within you is a whole universe. We are universes onto self. And when you change yourself, you change a whole universe. And that has a ripple effect on creation. It's like the law of secondary causation. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. You release the loss. You are not alone. But when you change yourself, you change a whole universe, and that affects everyone else. Ooh, shit. So what did your change affect? Because they wrote affects all. When you changed yourself, you affected all. Yeah, Hermit. I can't make it up. When you changed yourself, it affected all. Not only introspection, but becoming spiritually wise, attaining deep knowledge, understanding who you are. We see strength. We see your spiritual strength. I feel like it opened up doorways and opportunities for you to break through the illusion, right? And I feel like those opportunities are definitely here. But what is the 4 of Cups? People who are missing out. It's something with somebody with some primal ass energy. 6 of Wands, they see something. That's giving lust. The Hermit, somebody, yeah, you doing what you doing for you and understanding who you are. It's, look, I don't know what this strength is, but I feel like that could be Leo energy, somebody else. Growth and potential. I'm seeing that with that primal energy, somebody. Remember we was joking about the somebody might be calling in a sneaky link because I was Spirit might be changing our plans. We might not be going to nobody's water today. Okay, did y'all hear that thunder outside? Oh, that was another thing because we woke up to like the sound of like crashing, like goodness, like it felt like the whole earth was shaking. Like we just laid there for a second, like, whoa, you know how it sound like that thunder cracked the sky open? You'd be like, snap. That's how we was feeling. But somebody has some very strong emotions. Hermit to the strength card is giving Leo primal. It's giving lust. It's giving somebody got a sneaky link on the way. It's giving nut milk machine. I'm telling y'all, they giving masculine. They giving masculine. I don't know. They might be fantasizing with this 7 of Cups. They might be daydreaming about an opportunity. I can't make it up. I can never. I cannot make it up. Somebody want to hit you a little sneaky link. They struggling with this. It's a little struggle here. What's the struggle? Whatever it is a voluntary challenge. No, you ain't got to push this. But look, real shit, justice, like facts, right? You don't have to struggle with that shit. You look, you like what you like, you want to move towards it as long as the two of you are consenting and there's no harm to self or other. Fuck that. Look, tell the truth out here. Don't be on no third party 3 of Cups shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I see Look, tower moment. We just heard that damn thunder crack. Look at that shit. Yeah, the rain is coming. We said we was gonna go to the beach, not today. That's not happening. That rain came through. King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. So we got a King of Cups. This King of Cups, I don't know. Somebody, I don't know who the fuck this King of Cups is. We've been reading Scorpio energy. I think we read that Scorpionic energy yesterday. It's another water sign. Whoever you were associated with, Queen of Cups, whichever way. If you the King of Cups watching or if you the Queen of Cups watching, your counterpart from the past, they have not let go of this fucking battle. They have not let go of the fight. This person fucking stalks you, they watch you, and they pray against you. If they are not simply praying against you, then they're actually trying to do some fucking magic against you. You know, I don't know who they paying their money to or what they're paying their time, focus, currency into, but it's definitely to your detriment. It could be something with justice, because this justice card is here, Page of Swords. They could be trying to pay some sort of investigator. They could be trying to purchase a lawyer. I don't know. But they're doing something behind the scenes. But whoever your sneaky link is, or whoever this person that wants to come into you, I feel like this person also watches you to see if the thing is right. Is it just? Is it balanced? Right? They see beauty, they see harmony, they see peace, and whatever else they see is shocking. They could be making a shocking choice with the Two of Swords. It will have, they'll have to stand their ground, to overcome the obstacles. Bravery with the Strength card, that's that Leo energy. But it's like Page of Pentacles, what you focus your energy on. Careful planning. It's a solid prospect. And you came up with the Four of Pentacles earlier, like you're solid. I mean, that shit could lead to the all, to the all, to the all. Right? If you guys share the same values. I don't know. Because I'm picking up a difference. Because when I read down the card, it's something with spiritual traditions that hit me in the sacral. So, and it didn't feel so very good. So say if you are a high priestess, you know what I mean? Look, sometimes that shit could be, yeah, it could be a reason why a person is guarded. I don't know. Is it right? Is it just? You burned your eggs? Oh, man. Oh, Todd. I don't know what you could do with burnt eggs. It's not the same as burnt toast where you could just scrape off the top layer. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I do see worry and delays. But I do see something could transform. Three of Pentacles. Do you have a shared vision? Are you able to work together? Loyalty, dedication, commitment. Will it work? I feel somebody worried about whether or not it would work. Let's get the law. You want the book? What's the book? Could this work? Two of Wands. Yeah, somebody kind of like, should I? I don't know if it could work. Should I go this way? Could it work? What is it that the spirit bringing us? What's the law? The universal law of emergent evolution. Make a new declaration for your life. During evolution, upon demand for life to prevail, there emerges new properties. For example, the fifth finger emerged out of necessity for survival. Oh, did we only have these? Like, because I feel like we need a thumb. Was it the thumb that emerged? Because I don't know. That's weird. I would like to learn more about that. Anywho. Form transforms upon the insistence of consciousness. So we transform based on the insistency. Like, I insist that you transform. That's your consciousness saying. When the individual demands and commands the subconscious and subjective mind, universal law is set into motion. This is giving King of Swords vibes. It's giving mastering your mind, mastering your energy, and mastering your mind. When you change your mind, Universal law is set into motion. The creative process begins with a belief in the mind. There you go, which sets polarity into motion. We were saying the two sides of a thing. Evolution is the result of this polarity in physical form. Involution, so that's two sides, evolution and involution. So external and internal volution, change, adaptation, flexibility. Involution is the internal impression upon mind and what informs universal law. It is what informs universal law. Evolution is the outcome of the law in motion, which affects the elements and chemical reactions. And that's pretty cool. And that might sound like a mouthful to somebody, but all of that is what we essentially read in the beginning. It is when you decided what you're going to put your energy into. That's a change within self. I don't have to keep fighting this battle. I can cut my losses and move away from it and choose to invest the energy into self. I don't need to wait for a person to bring me closure. I don't have to have a conversation with you to have closure. I can give closure to myself. Right? It is a gift that I give onto self. I don't have to hold bitterness and unresentment. I issue forgiveness all the time, several times daily, every time that feeling comes up, because to have a clean heart benefits self. Holding on to bitterness and frustration and anger and continuing to war with a person who's not even fighting, right, makes no sense. It's a waste of energy. You're gonna get that back. Like what will it return as? When you are warring with yourself, what does that return to you as? But when you take it and you flip it and you allow that shit to transition, you cut your losses, you know how to pick up and move on and make the investment into self daily, your daily choices for health and longevity and vitality, into your peace. You are changing, you're renewing your mind. You are involving as well as evolving. And what you change on the inside will change everything on the outside. That's what they said. It affected all. You going in and going through the transformation and being determined to give yourself all the things. I give myself the love. I be the love that I always wanted to have. I'm going to be the love that this wasn't. This was an illusion. This was the fallacy. But what I give to self, oh, that's real. That's real love. You found it within. And that changed the whole scenario. Not only did it call justice to the person or the situations in the past and everything around you, but it's calling in another person, another real love into you in a physical form. You gave it on the inside, now it's coming back from the outside. So awaken the oracle. But somebody is conflicted. They're pushing this voluntary boulder and they really don't have to. When you understand that your journey is for you, right? You don't have to prove it to nobody else. What feels right and just for you? If you and another person, y'all mesh, y'all on the same wavelength, then y'all could cooperate and collaborate with shared vision and shared goals. And it's, the proof is in the pudding, eh, then there you go. Just saying. Balance and truth, intellect and restitution. I hear restoration. They didn't say restitution. They said intellect and restoration, beauty and harmony. So awaken the oracle within you. It indicates that you are ready for a metamorphosis, for a change. It's time to demand what you desire. What do you desire? Are you demanding what you desire? By declaring it into your subconscious mind. And think the subconscious mind is the mind that has already been programmed, indoctrinated, right? So you would have to renew the mind for the subconscious to even accept it. So that's a part of the work. It says you have to declare it into your subconscious mind and impress it upon the universal law. By them giving us this law, it indicates that you have been unclear in your conviction. I told you somebody wasn't clear. But this universal law responds out of necessity. The first step in directing this law is to get clear on who you must become to thrive and live a prosperous life. Who must you become to live a prosperous life, to thrive, to come out of surviving? If you are in this day, you're in the present moment, like the sound underneath this voice, underneath the sound of this voice, you did survive and you have a choice to thrive. You have a choice, right? It wouldn't matter, what your material possessions are. Again, you can see gifts around you everywhere. The breath is a gift. The sight is a gift. The ability to hear is a gift. To taste is a gift. To smell is a gift. All these things be gifts onto me. The ability to feel sensation, the warmth in the sun or the rain is a gift. When you start counting gifts and listing everything as gratitude, you start to see gifts be given unto you all the time, even in the challenges. These are opportunities to show yourself that you know how to choose, how to solution, what is the right thing to do. Am I going to allow myself to sit in this voluntary challenge, or will I just let it go? To oppress yourself is not healthy. It's not healthy. You want this one? Look, see, Nine of Swords that's flipped over here. Stressing yourself out about what? Choices, something that you see that you desire when you have opportunity to move towards it. This one. Yeah, see, move towards it. You have the opportunity to go. You just have to make the decision. It's an opportunity. Now, for some reason, Spirit gave me the energy, like, take it with a grain of salt. Because, some people will be like, well, my fantasy is Chris Brown, and I just can't take. No, okay, like, you can't. But that doesn't mean that you can't put yourself in a position to plan for it later. Like we said, we want to go to Africa, and we are definitely not in a physical financial position to hop on a plane today and fly over to Ghana or Nambia or Ethiopia, you know what I'm saying, and just go hang out in the country and just chill. But we can put it on our list and we can take actions daily to move towards it, to manifest it. See, Three of Pentacles, you can work that shit out. Daily choices. Three of Pentacles. You can work that shit out. Can you collaborate and do it? Yeah. You can get into alignment? Yeah. Which one, beloved? This. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Balance that shit out. Two of Pentacles. Ballerina toe. Shit. Juggling. You can just change. You can adapt. Out of necessity. It's calling you to change and adapt. To go through the transformation. Chariot. That's one of the ones they wrote down. Chariot. Balance the good with the bad, the light, the dark, all of it. Let the Most High God take the wheel and show you where you're going. High Priestess, right? Magician, an alchemist. You can manifest whatever you want, especially if it's real love. The Most High God brewing up real love. Don't be afraid of the way it feels. Ace of Cups. Open your eyes and you'll see it's real. It's real love. See, somebody need to open up their eyes and see what's real. Chariot, chariot. And those who were here, y'all saw us write it down before we even got started. Y'all saw us be like, dang, Spirit, what was that other card you were showing us? And they showed us the chariot, chariot, chariot. We wrote it down, and there it is twice. High Priestess, High Priestess. A lot of people just, and I have to go back and say that because it bothers me, right? When people come into the live, one of the things they do It's just like, can you such and such tell me so and so's feeling for me? This is not that. This is not that. This is not that. You don't want to just jump in somebody's live because you see them reading cards and be like, tell me such and such and so and so. For one, is rude as fuck. I'm going to just tell you that shit. You know, you would never walk into somebody's business where people are already communing and doing their thing, and you just bust up in the bitch and be like, tell me so and so, or give me this. There's no other forum where you just do that shit. But for some reason, people feel like because we are in service in this way that they can just do that. And I think that's weird and it's rude. And depending on our mood, we will either just block you and don't say anything. We will give you the message like we just gave, like, hey, you know, you might want to make sure the person that you are connected to has a real gift and they can give you the information coming from truth. Like, is it real? Like, real, real. Right. So that you are not led into spiritual confusion or just confusion on the advice. Right. Yeah, it's not right. And they don't see themselves as being, you know, that's rude or narcissistic, or like that's a tendency where you think a person's supposed to stop what they're doing to immediately address your need, and then they spam the channel in saying the same question over and over and over again as if we owe somebody something we don't. Right. So it's a thing with that. But on the flip side, you know, people don't go into anybody's church or synagogue. Generally, they go and visit for a number of times to see if they resonate with that environment, with the teacher that's bringing the message. It's no different. We always encourage that you sit and that you see if you resonate with what the spirit is bringing through us for you. If it's nourishing and edifying onto your spirit to encourage and uplift and support you, right? Because you don't do that anywhere else. So use that same type of principled mindset, because that is what we wrestle with. We wrestle with principalities. We are not a religious person. We're not. We study world theology. So don't put us in any bag. If that makes you feel offended, then now you know, and you can make your own decision. Right? So we are a high priestess. The spirit speaks to us in so many ways that I know that is different than what that one book just say. I can see systems of control, and generally I see them a mile of fucking way. Like, no, that's control. You know, I know it's not that. The spirit already told me that. And some places will have you deny self because it limits you, it boxes you in. You know what I'm saying? So think about think about that when you are going through your transformation, because somebody, depending on where you're at in this timeline, somebody could be a whole high priestess and you are being called to go through a transformation. The shit you went through in the past could have been activation, it could have been initiation, right? You don't know. You may have been seeing, getting something taught to you, and it could have been awakening what was inside of you. I know the shit that we went through, it definitely did. We knew that we were gifted and we were different, but we damn sure did not understand it until we went through our situation. And with this right here, this temperance angel and the devil, what is given in its lovers, I don't know if it's somebody's twin, but it definitely could have been a soul contract to awaken you. It could have been a narcissistic empath paradigm. It could have been a demon and an angel coming together. But what would that do? That pressure in this relationship caused you to change your whole subconscious, whichever one is which. It's energy, right? It made you deconstruct the programming and realize something different. It helped you balance. So when you were able to realize that, hermit, you were able to figure those things out, then you are able to go through this, the death, to release, go through your metamorphosis, through your transition, to go into self, to introspect, to become spiritually wise, to receive that deep knowledge. Because to know thyself is to know the Most High God, beloved. Is it not? To know thyself is to know the Most High. You realize that it is within you. It was with you all along. So many people be feeling like the Most High God has left them, that, they are not connected. Some people cannot leave systems of control because they feel like they would be disconnected. No, it's just your mind going through the paradigm shift. It's struggling to hold on what it has become comfortable with. You can never leave the Most High God because the Most High God is within you. It is always within. You are it. You are a small pixel, a piece, a grain of, I was gonna say sand, but we really not even that big in the grand scheme of things. We really not. Like when you know what you are truly, you don't have any fear of going. You balance yourself out and you can go. Queen of Swords. You're free. You're sovereign. It's given free to leave the country. You got your passport. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't even, it's like realizing that you don't even need a passport. You don't even need a passport. Like in the States where I'm seeing, what is it, UC 14 or something like that. I don't kill me in the comments if I'm not technically right, but you guys will get it when I say it. When you become uh you are no longer operating as the straw man under the corporation of the United States of America, but you have stepped into your citizenship to receive your birthright. You don't have to have a driver's license to travel, right? But you have to be well aware of your rights, of the laws in order to do it. Because if you get stopped, then you have to be able to speak in a certain type of way so that you don't give an officer of the corporation jurisdiction over you. And then now you have to comply with whatever they tell you. But when you become sovereign, right, then you operate under a whole different set of laws. And that's what I'm getting to see is somebody let go and they are learning to operate in their agency, in their sovereignty. And you doing this, I feel like it brings something together within self. But I see somebody else seeing this and they are wondering, can this work? Can I go down this pathway? You could be calling them to change. This situation with you would insist that they change. Whatever you went through and how you did it for yourself is affecting so many others, beloved. You seen the light seer. I saw this Page of Cups. Somebody feel a kind of way. They got emotions. Look, see? Oh, Three of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like this is somebody that's crushing on you. It's given that it could potentially start off as something small, like a sneaky link type of thing. But for some reason, maybe you would want to keep it as something small. Like you don't want to get into nothing big, nothing heavy yet because you just been through something. You've healed yourself from a significant relationship that hurt you deeply is what it's given. It sent you through your initiation. Anything else in here? Spirit said, no. Look, King of Wands. Somebody, look, I told you, wasn't we getting that fiery, lustful energy with this? You done, shit. Look, with the moon, Eight of Fire, Eight of Wands. I'm hearing Whitney Houston. I want to run. to you. Look, with a fucking love offer. But if I come to you, look, the Five of Wands. But if I come, tell me, will you stay? Will you run away? Knight of Cups to the Page of Pentacles. This person want to run to you and give you something, an offer. It don't even got to be nothing big. I don't know. Shit, somebody might want to give you something major though. Again, I'm seeing that Hierophant card. This person could look at you and be like, damn, that could be hubby, that could be wifey. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Like, I feel it, I see it. But if I go that way, if I take the opportunity, if I take the risk, now, I don't feel like it's like, will they be worth it? See, look at you coming out in the same motherfucking match. This is Emperor and Empress. Y'all match each other energy. Y'all flow around each other. This is a match. This is a divine match, but somebody conflicted. Like, they are seriously concerned. And it's given like them 10 of wands. Like, not just 5 wands, but 10 of wands. It could even be up to 15 wands. Like, not only do I feel like this person is deeply into you, like almost like obsessed, like I cannot look at the fucking fire in his eyes. Like, look at the seriousness on his face. This person looking at you like shit. You over here, high priestess, like a motherfucker, just making magic and being all excited about what you doing, and you know what I'm saying. You looking at your hand, and he looking at you like fuck. That's what I'm getting. Did you just watch the movie Whitney, Cheryl? That's crazy. Thank you, Todd. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. He is looking at you like shit. I know, but he is convicted. He's convicted, but I'm hearing convicted and conflicted. I don't know, because see, the thing with this strength card with this Leo, this King of Wands, is like they are a leader. So I don't know if they are willing to take on the responsibility and obligations that it would have to secure a person like you, which would be a good thing. They can handle the pressure, they can handle the weight. They would voluntarily, put themselves in that position and accept and rise to this opportunity. They changed the word from challenge to opportunity. See, the moon. There is something, y'all seen this moon come right back again. That's another major arcana. I don't know if it's just the deep emotions. I'm hearing an ocean between you, so I don't know if there's distance between you and this person, whether it's spiritual, emotional distance, or whether it's physical distance. But I feel like somebody wants to come in. See, look, 10 of Wands. Somebody is ready to be with you and help shoulder this fucking burden. Like, they want to walk with you. And I don't know if they feel like, 4 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. It's something with this other person over here. Yeah, it's something tethered to you. I do feel the star healing, but it's something tethered to you, the Empress, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Somebody is selfish. I don't know why I felt like somebody is trying to put something around you. 7 of Wands. I kind of feel like this. Okay, it's giving me this. You see how we just talked about Queen of Wands. If this be you and you are deciding how you're gonna fight the battle, right? How you're gonna fight. Sometimes it's like 7 of Wands, you have a wand in your hand and you are battling all these people, right? But over here in this state, you decided that the best way to fight this was to put your energy into you. You developed your own force field, right? Your own protection by going within self. You didn't pick up arms and start to battle. You did it in a different way. That hit me in the sacral. Now you can see what you really can manifest from doing this. Look at you. Magic. The ability to bring in whatever, again, is given bippity boppity boo. Okay? But it's other people around you that don't like that about you. You don't have to pick up arms to fight the battle. It's something else that fights for you, and you know it. You know it. It's a clash about that. It's somebody can't take something from you. They're trying to take something from you, Spirit said. King of Swords. They're trying to take your mindset. They're trying to take your intelligence, your intellect, but you can't take somebody's mind. They could try to alter how you make your decisions. Aha. They try to alter how you make your decisions. Get clear. I told you, it's your mind, it's your vision. Ace of Wands. They want to alter how you make your decisions. High Priestess, you're clairvoyant. You can see it. If you can see it, then it will happen. Tower. If you can see it, it will happen. For some reason, your sight is bringing tower moments, not only for you, breaking you free, false foundations. You can alchemize all of that energy and establish something new. What do you want to build it into? You just visualize something new. It's given, it's easy for you. Look at that. The Ace of Wands is in your hand. What do you want? What do you desire? And that's what we were getting, like all these small gifts of the heart, like the small things that we desire. And I see it all the time, all the time. When I desired this deck of cards, they did not exist in their physical. The person that created them were not even selling them publicly. He did not even think that it was feasible for him to sell them on the market. But we asked, we desired it, and then it's here. You know what I'm saying? Like we experience it all the time. You want the numbers? Reflection 987. If you think about in your life, when you think about things and you visualize it and you put your, you know, it's something about it. It's given like being able to just call it in. It may take time. Of course, it wasn't like, hey, have you thought about creating this deck? I feel so connected to it. Have you thought about creating it? And then he was like, oh, I don't want it's really expensive. The deck would have to cost about this amount for the customer. I don't know if that would be worth it. And I don't want to make it smaller. I don't want to reduce the messages that are in here. And within a year, they were available, and I bought the first deck. I love this guy. Very intuitive. Here's another one of his products. I Am Golden Elixir. Yeah. Pine cone energy. It's giving pineal gland, right? And it's also something about, I don't know. I'm seeing like how pine cones, when you put them in water, I don't know. Do they open up or do they close? It's something like how they interact with the water. I'm seeing how they open and close. I'm getting a message for somebody like you need to hydrate. You need to be in the water, be in the flow. And maybe that's why we had a call to water today. See the bigger picture? Which one? Meditate. See? You did something different. It's giving meditation. It's giving prayer. The four swords that's down here. See the bigger picture. When you meditate and you see clairvoyancy, you have the ability to call in your dreams. Warrior. You are a warrior, but it's different. Trust the process. Remember, we started with that saying that you can battle, but it's all about how do you battle. You are the truth out here. Ooh, your majesty, Jack and Jane of all trades. So it's something about, look, you could have a spiritual ranking, but it's something about how you battle, right? Every battle doesn't take the same weaponry, the same response. If it's cyber, if you wouldn't respond that way. You would build up your firewalls and shit like that so that you could prevent people from infiltrating your system. If it's biological warfare, You don't respond the same way. You have to understand the art of war, Ashe. Spirit said, understand the art of war. You don't respond to every threat the same way. Hark, somebody heard something calling, and we do see accolades. So somebody could be hearing of your success. That's a part of, something that's affecting the all. You are a light worker. Hello? You are a light worker, and we knew that. I mean, eagle. You fly above. You use the storm. We said that with the tower moment. Look at this. You use the energy of the tower to do. We just gonna bring this right back into it because we got the hangman right here. They showing us number 12, the hangman. They're putting that card back, the two of wands. So look, clarity. Not that's the power of the mind, right? You use eight of wands to the tower. You use the energy, the power of the tower, and you bring yourself to victory and to success. And it's given like even after the tower, the energy, the speed for which you came to victory and recovered is like amazing. I don't know what people, yeah, they see you in this energy of giving and receiving, exchanging with the universe. You understand, you are clear. What you put your energy into returns onto you. You just need to visualize it. You just need to see it. You just need to decide. Somebody is a light worker. And we said that. You had the Ace of Wands, that magician. Like, look, we were saying that you were so enthralled over the light that you created. Well, shit, yeah. Because you are a light worker. You know what I'm saying? Eagles. Eagles use the storm. It starts raining and shit. They use the energy, the winds of the storm in order to fly higher, beloved. They rest their wings on top of it. It's giving Oya vibes. Like it's giving the ability to manifest through the storms. Cleanse your space. Um, Another chance is here. So somebody could be gifted another chance. It's something from the spirit. See, you're definitely not the black sheep, but you're the golden child. You're a light worker. That's why you're different. You're an ascended master. They said your majesty, right? But a lot of people don't always consider who and what they are. Triumph. You are built for success. You just had to be activated, right? We see Ankh coming through. There's no one like you. It just reminds us of our Ankh that we have. It's hidden in here. You know what I'm saying? But you pay attention to details, you will see it. You are holy and you have a sacred mission. And it's coming to me because even the messenger, right? The messenger that is talked about in so many theologies, like their story has been told in and out of time, like over time, the same repeated story in many cultures throughout time. So that person was not in any church or any synagogue. They actually were very abhorrent to the church and to the synagogues because they could see the harm in the political grandstanding and the for-profit energy. And that's kind of what we alluded to, right? So there's no one like you. Our spirit is giving wisdom. Owls are very wise, and that's what was something about the King of Swords energy, mastering the mind, right? You could be bringing back, this energy, this knowledge, the information, the things that you do, how you do it could be changing again so many things. You know, it's it's very sad in our opinion. Which one? This one. You gotta see you have the keys. It's very sad in this day and time where people still miss the entire message. The entire message. We see this in the macrocosm and in the micro. Jack and Jane of all trades, they call that out. And they said, yes, yes, you. Yes, you. Yes, you. But the way that they said it, it sounded like yes, you, right? Where you could go, yes, you, well, but that's not what we're saying. Yes, you. And you have unmeasurable power. You do. You just only need to realize it. You needed to go through something to awaken it. And once you have gone through that, like you either you're getting it or you will get it. You're getting it, but I don't even think you fully understand it. Seriously now. You don't. You don't. Where do you get the keys from? From within yourself. You had to go within you to get the key, to unlock you. And everybody has the power and the ability to go within self to get the key, right? These places would teach you that you need somebody else to bring you a key when you only need to go within yourself to get the key. Yeah, have no doubt. Have no doubt about that shit. We like seriously. The key has always been with you. It's always been you. It's always been within you. They're calling me back to those things that would trick and that would fool you, right? Listening to what other people would say about you. The messenger has been talked about and written about for a very long time. And words written in books and texts and scripts can be changed. But that which is etched in stone, that word remains. So it's something about going back to the original documentation and see how has this been translated over time? How has it been changed? Like just do research to show yourself approved, to gain deeper in understanding. And some things are not even etched in stone. Somebody has the ability to truly get divine revelation. And what the spirit will bring to you, they will also show you. They will bring you the text, the books, the information to reveal to you what they already told you. You will be seeing it and reading it somewhere else. Like, dang, the spirit gave me that through revelation, and then they brought me information to show you. So that's related to why we don't like a person to just jump into the channel and be like, ask questions because you don't know what it is. Sit or spell and listen. And then you will hear them tell you something. You will see them write it at the beginning, and then they will bring the cards to show you what they said, beloved. This is not that. This is not in my is my person coming back channel. If you ask me that, then we want to figure out what is it that's going on within you, where you're holding on to something that's trying to leave or flee from you. You cannot receive what's good for you or what is meant for you when you're holding on to something that wants to leave. It's a difference. That's not to be harsh on anybody because everybody has that sentiment. You have a tendency to cling and hold on to things. You don't want it to go, whether it's a mindset, a belief system, a person, a habit, a position. But how can you receive if you were like this? When you stay open, your hands open, right? Was time for something to go that doesn't serve you will leave you. But it opens up space for you to receive the new. What serves the new you? Who are you becoming? Who you be now? To allow yourself to involve and evolve. Because if you don't adapt and you don't change and you are inflexible and you are hell bent on remaining the same, that which doesn't change will perish. That which doesn't change will perish. In nature, females do not mate with a male species that doesn't help with survivability, adaptation for her lineage to thrive. and you hear the words that they are choosing to say to you. But we've gotten so far away from nature that it's like, what the shit? You know what I'm saying? I kind of left that in a comment today. This guy was saying that feminism is a cancer upon society. I said that's very odd because the natural world is a matriarchy. There is no such thing as patriarchy in the natural world. Patriarchy is a made up condition that suppresses feminine energies. It denies feminine energy by suppressing and oppressing. You don't take oppression or suppression in any other arena. Why would the feminine not seek freedom and sovereignty and autonomy? Divine feminine is not designed to be what we have been taught and socially conditioned to be. That's why you have dis-ease. Your soul is not at rest. You don't feel at peace, and you don't feel that your purpose has been met because you were built for more than that, and you know it. Your soul knows it. There is no system in the natural world that supports patriarchy. And I'm not saying that there's a thing against men. We both are needed. I mean, like, duh. You know what I'm saying? Divine feminine, when she's birthing, she's vulnerable. She needs provision. She needs protection. But to say that you are simply designed to be a helpmeet is ridiculous. It's a complete denial of who and what you are. And certain civilizations, way back, way back when, you needed to have a high priestess in order to become an emperor. Like, your feminine is what qualified you. If you did not have that, then you did not have what it takes to sit in that seat. You did not see, you could not feel. And she could tell you the things that you could not see and what you could not feel. It's just truth. Somebody tried to, when they said that, I was just like, the natural world is not a patriarchal condition. It's not. And every feminine seeks out the masculine. Not only do they put on this grand display in order to attract their feminine, to woo them in, but she has to sense whether or not what he's giving onto her to fertilize her, is that going to be the best thing for her lineage? Because it's her lineage. It has never been a masculine lineage. And it's still not today. That's a distortion of the truth. The lineage has always flowed through your mother. It has always come from the mother. So why would they deny you? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. As a grandmother, if I want to know if that baby belongs to my family, I can go get a DNA test on that child without my son, because it has nothing to do with him. Is that baby carrying my mitochondrial DNA? Is that my lineage? It's always been she. But I need him to protect me because there's times when I'm vulnerable. Is that not right, Wheat? So when we can return to the natural world, then things will start to switch. We don't have to disrespect one another. We don't have to diminish each other's gifts. We all bring something that is very important and vital to the entire system and to the ecosystem, right? It's not just a socio-political system. We too operate in an ecosystem. And when the ecosystem itself is off balance, then it has to correct itself. Balance has to ensue. It just has to. It's natural. Well, I mean, love is love. I don't have to like it, but I love everybody and I don't associate with the things that I don't like. You know, it is what it is. I love y'all. It is definitely a balancing. I feel somebody be very conflicted about moving away from either a mindset or a belief system to they're trying to figure out whether or not it will work. What should they do? Or how to do what they want to do. It could be a how. There is a delay here. Yeah, see, to invest, how to sow that next seed. We see worries and we see delays. And a hangman expresses a delay. I feel balance is underway. And something is going to shock you too, Ashe. For some reason, I keep hearing the star seed is awake. You went through an awakening. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Valus Benoit. Thank you so much. This one. Yes, look, Star Brothers, Horus, Energy, Protection, Loyalty, Safety, and Trust. Come on, Buki. If you still here, we just talked about this energy and it's coming through again. You need your protector. We would never discount our divine masculine. For what? Why? Why? Come on. Horus energy, Star Brothers, protectors, loyalty, safety, trust. Hark. The spirit is calling. The spirit is calling. You talking about this shit right here? Where you go, beloved? Right here. This is a protector. Look at this. This is a protector. I wish the fuck you would come over here. This, look. I wish the fuck you would. This is a goddamn protector right here. Thank the Most High God for protection. Whoo. Because if she be this light worker and she carry this gift and it's something that she is supposed to create and to birth onto creation, she's vulnerable and she needs protection. See, people be listening to other shit instead of getting what it really is, beloved. Get that. Get that. If you got a sacred mission, she has a sacred mission. Don't you think she need a bodyguard? She needs security. She need a protector. We had that. Whitney just came through, right? We had that movie, Whitney. Not the movie about her life, but it was the bodyguard. That's that part of the scene when she was singing, I want to run to you, right? But who was sitting on the couch watching her video? It was the bodyguard. It was the bodyguard. He was sitting up there watching her on the television singing the song, and he's built to protect her. He's hired to protect her. That was just wild for me. Anything else in his deck spirit say no? You no? You looking at it like you want something. This person looking at you and they are so like, wow. Yeah. Yes. Yes, sis. Absolutely. Intuitive interactions. Check the sis star out. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I love it when she says that. Look, karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewriting your story, living your truth. The karmic board is being cleared. The karmic board is being cleared. You have a sacred mission. She is on a sacred mission. And she has a protector, and I'm feeling like she always has. But it was something about some shit in the past. It's always been a Judas in your camp, because guess what? In the bodyguard, who the fuck was that? Check the vibes, y'all. Check the vibes. In the bodyguard, who was her motherfucking the person that was doing the bullshit? It was her fucking sister, yo. It was her sister. It was her fucking sister that hired a goddamn assassin to take her ass the fuck out. That's Judas energy. It's always somebody so close to you, the motherfucker that'll kiss you right there on the cheek. The person that you feel like you could lean on, depend on. Or be the one that'll be your biggest fucking enemy. Envy and fucking jealousy. Her sister was jealous as the shit. Even though she was right there in her camp benefiting like they doing a motherfucking thing. She ain't got no problem. I'm taking you with me. That bitch jealous because she's not out front. What? It was her fucking sister. What did we say? Did we not? Y'all don't understand the vibes. I wish that y'all could feel the energy that we be feeling. Stay blessed. The I am presence. When y'all talked about going inside to access the divine within you, what's inside of you, light body activation, you are activated. You are birthing the light outside of you. Like, and it's evident. Your Majesty. You talking about, again, people could be in the presence of the Most High. They could be in the presence of the messenger itself and not even fucking realize that shit. And even if they do, they would still seek to destroy you. They would betray you. It's a Judas around you. It's a Judas around you. Angelic frequency. Angels are here. Hello? Hello? You could be in the presence of a other world, and we said that. Then we say that it could have been an angel demon paradigm, an empathic narcissistic paradigm. You could be a whole earth angel, a messenger, right? And you was rumbling with the fucking demon to wake you up and help you realize who the fuck you were. You don't fight that shit like that. You don't go toe to toe with the demon like that. You have to discern what do you fight with. Hathor coming through. Light immersion, full system upgrade, recalling your power. Arcturian light codes, another one, recalling your power, back to back. Recall your power. Evolutionary downloads. Future thinking. It's about your mind. Light immersion, and it's giving like you're getting not only remembering, recalling who you are, but it's also recalling what you put out. You are recalling in the mind, subconscious constructs breaking down, the walls breaking down, and you are calling your power back. You understand it's with your mind. You've mastered it, or you are on the track to do it. Queen of Swords to the King of Swords. Evolutionary downloads. When they pulled the law, we spoke on involution and evolution. It's something about this because I'm getting evolution downloading. Like everything in creation must evolve. If you do not evolve, if you do not change, if you do not adapt, you will perish. And that's just that. That's nature. I wouldn't give a fuck what nobody taught you. That which does not change and adapt will perish. It's more shit on this planet that's extinct than it is that remains. The planet does, but it has changed over the billions of motherfucking years. It don't look the same. It do not look the same. And most of the life that has walked around this bitch is gone. That's real shit. That's real shit. People don't understand nature. You talking about the Holy Grail. I pray your cup overflow with it. Take a seed. You are what you seek. And we said that. Find your sacredness, inner discovery, hermit energy, going in and understanding that it is already inside of you. You already got the keys. They trying to tell you that something gonna come and give you the key. No, something already got your keys and they just holding it. Why? No, no, you have the key. The key is in you. Go within you and get your own damn keys to unlock you. Star gathering, stars align, remembering home, soul family, shit coming together, cosmic ordering, coming together, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting, and we said that that's your gift, emerald tablet. You talking about an alchemist, divine alchemy? You understand that you don't have to fight everything with the same. You could fight, you know, well, I'm gonna fight fire with fire. That just creates more fire. We're gonna burn all this shit the fuck up. Instead of me fighting fire with fire, I'm gonna fight fire with water. That would make sense, right? Because ain't that what firefighters do? They don't fucking go in that bitch and just throw more fucking fire on your goddamn house when they tell us fight fire with fire. That don't make sense. People be pissing me off. Drop the shields. Divine love, your heart is healed. Don't be afraid of the way it feels. Open your heart and you see it's real. It's real love. I'm glad you love trans women. I have ovaries, so I'm not that. But thank you for telling everybody what your fetish is. Appreciate you. Look, intimate. See, who the fuck would just run up in fucking McDonald's and be like, I love trans women? You're a fucking idiot. Nobody does that. You only do that shit because you're on the internet and can't nobody fucking see you and you feel some sort of sense of emboldened and protection behind your little motherfucking screen. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck would do that? Go up in the motherfucking DMV or the fucking Secretary of State as we are in the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? And just be like, I love trans women. Okay, who give a fuck? Go to a forum on a dating site. I don't know which one it is. And get a date. You know, fuck. People weird as shit out here these days. I got ovaries, bitch. Okay? Just saying. Retreat to recharge. Trust the process. You on the road to your dharma, beloved. I'm just saying. You not afraid, Belus Benoit? Good. No fear. Look, star being guys, answer the call. It's time to shine. We said hark, right? Somebody is being called. I don't remember. Here it is. Thank you. Here's the hark, right? Answer the call. It's time to shine. I told you, but we laugh about that over here all the time. Like when people will ask that question, because I get it, right? I'm 5'10". I have a stature, right? I've been this way my whole life, so I've been comfortable with it. I've been this height since I was 14 years old. And in a world where everything is so topsy turvy, we're so far away from, where people cannot discern the real from the fake. They don't know what it is. So when people ask me, especially in the comments, they would never come up to me. Well, we have one person in real life sitting at the bar. We sat up there and just kind of shot the shit with this dude for I don't know how long. And I could tell, when a person, they find me attractive, but he didn't know. And so he had to ask me, like, I just gotta ask. Like, no, dude, I have ovaries and hello, beloved. I have ovaries and I have two birth children. So I'm a full natural woman here. But sometimes people be confused. And I always say that they have some sort of fetish, but they don't know how to express it. Some people are sexually oppressed and repressed, and they don't feel like they're comfortable with expressing themselves. And I think that's a voluntary challenge. You like what the fuck you like. Whatever the hell floats your boat is your business. You know what I mean? Nobody should tell you who you can love on and who you shouldn't, as long as you are not harming yourself and you're not harming others. Consent. If you are in a place where you know that's your fucking vibe, then go over there and fucking find your fucking vibe. But if you feel like you gotta, hide who you are because of some sense of judgment, you are signing up for that on your affliction. That's your own voluntary challenge. Who gives a fuck? And if you give a fuck, then okay. Those who matter won't mind, and those who mind don't matter. Thank you. That's just facts. Hell. Transcendence, ascension, rise up, an energetic shift, new information. It's the end of a cycle. The end of a cycle. Voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support coming in. So, whoever you are, yes, you is what they said, right? You have divine support coming in. You have a sacred mission. So, I'm definitely picking up a divine feminine energy, somebody that has a sacred mission, a light worker, and your protector is being called. They could be called to wake up. You have received a call, and if you haven't answered the call, then you're being called to answer the call. See, I don't know if we showed it. Boom, answering the call. It's your time to shine. You need to shine. And it's multiple star beings, star guides, star being guides, right? People are in the presence of, and they miss it every single time because it's not what they've been taught to accept. A lot of people will sit and gossip. People that you think that are close to you. People who will share your words for you. How do you know what they told you is true? That's hearsay. Hearsay doesn't stand up in a fucking court of law. Since when that shit gets thrown out? That's not evidence. We are the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Didn't Hathor already come out and represent herself? She did. So the Hathors, and we saw Horus, the protector brothers. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So somebody came through the birth portal, using that as a portal to be here. Spirit guides, birth as a portal. For some reason, I'm hearing divine lineage, right? It is the end of a cycle. And throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. It's the art of messaging, voice activation, angelic frequency through the voice. I can't remember where the card was. It's over here somewhere. But it's definitely throat chakra. And this is in reverse. The central sun is in reverse. It's not the sun, it's the daughter. This is a female. Karmic release, healing the lineage. Boundaries. It's told you it's something about a sacred lineage. It's something with the divine lineage. And it's healing the lineage. We see spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. In this day and age, this is the perfect time for a messenger to return because you can reach the world in the comfort of your fucking home. Just saying. And then that's it. No, we'll see. Because I felt like that might have been it. This one. Is there something else? This one. And then this is it. So this is going to be the last one. And then, so we're going to get this and then this. And then that's it. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Yeah, self-sabotage. Don't you self-sabotage. You could have been in a self-sabotaging situation, right? But you needed to shed that old skin. Yeah, see, manifestation. Look, in the motherfucking rain. You use the storm to manifest. And we were getting that Oya vibes, right? But you opened up portals. Every decision, you were able to open up a portal, a timeline to a different, AKA dimension. Shifting timelines with your daily decisions. Naked and vulnerable. She does give Mommy Wada, divine feminine, Queen of Cups energy, very psychic, very clairvoyant, deeply in tune with, is given subconscious emotions. Something with the emotions, leveling up. Yeah, I told you, somebody's definitely leveling up, and it's given some sort of covenant, right? Feeling safe. That's why you need a protector. It's something with safety. You carry something. A book is here, so you may produce some sort of work, but it's giving your own words right from your throat. You could be speaking the book. Yeah, rage is coming through. I'm hearing mother is angry. Mother is angry. She's been, done wrong. And there's somebody that she's supposed to fucking trust that fucking cursed her. That's that Whitney shit. And not Whitney, the story, but that's that bodyguard. She went to somebody to talk about something that happened to her, and the person that she went to cursed her. And so, of course, she's fucking pissed. But, right. Baby, it's not your dyslexic. The cards are backwards. That's why we generally read them to you so that you can see, like the brain can switch it around. Because it's something what happened with YouTube. On live, they usually show the right way, but now they don't. They're fucking weird, and I can't get them to fix it. We see good energy. We see joy. That's good energy. That's one of the highest frequencies. Joy is the highest vibration. And it's mother's love, milk, right? Nourishing, giving, kind, onto creation. It's given alpha feeding creation is her daughters here. Sister, I was just saying that here on earth, grounding, rooted, both taking place. Celestial beings coming back to feed and to nurture the inhabitants. We're here to inhabit, to feed the inhabitants. And I told you somebody betrayed you. Betrayal. It's a Judas in your camp. Following the download of the bodyguard, why you need a protector. The person that you are being protected from is her fucking sister. Somebody that close, that's envious and jealous. I told you, oh yeah, energy. Oh yeah. She brings the motherfucking storm. You can't fucking drown out. Oh yeah, you can't fucking 13. That's the death card. They wrote 13. Here's the past. So if you were here from the beginning, I know it's been a long message. But see, 13 and the death that's there. And we called out, oh yeah, she's number 13. Over here was a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups. You cannot drown out a Queen of Cups with fucking emotions. You can't drown out a Queen of Cups with water element. You can't fight water with water. You just gonna flood this bitch. You can't fight fire with fire. You just gonna burn this bitch the fuck down. But I can fight fire with water. I'll put that shit the fuck out. I'm just saying. Desire. What do you want? Shame is here. You talking about somebody with that cosmic power? You don't see sun and sun. You see sun and moon. It's polarity. They balance each other. They balance. Fearless love in the face of, if you are afraid, then take your fear with you. Love yourself fearlessly, and you will call in somebody that's just as fiercely. I see grounding and I see surrender. Look, she's feeding. She surrendered to the call to feed, to give, to nourish. Yeah. It's the end of a cycle. New information to give something new. I told you, evolution. Didn't we call that evolution? How many times did they say evolve, involve first? And I'm getting even to be involved with detachment, detached involvement. Look, that means detached from the shit that you think that is permanent. Your belief system is not permanent. What you can believe changes with new facts and new information. You go through a spiritual awakening, you be so uprooted and feeling a need to reground yourself because what you felt like was true and real just isn't. So it snatches you up, right? And you have to figure out how to become rooted in self again. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows we can evolve and be open at any age. Any age. Don't allow your mind to be stuck and fix that shit where you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, you're not a dog. And yes, your mind is still adaptable if you allow it to be, if you open up. Let me welcome change in uplifting and surprising ways. Allow me to trust the process, diving ever deeper into your love. It's giving somebody need to dive deep to understand a sacred self. I know I am love. The I am that I am, the I am presence. What are you? The divine within and the ability to access it. Somebody waiting on the outside, waiting for something from the outside when it's coming from the inside. Yeah, the freedom to be yourself. I love myself. You are love. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can love myself in every condition. Free me from self torture. Why stand in opposition to who you are? Fill me with self acceptance and worthiness. May I allow and honor all my strengths, all my feelings, however they arise. And I didn't even see feelings, they showed me strength. Each one of us are chosen to be here because we are manifest. It's all about whether you choose to fulfill your dharmic purpose. First is to accept your karma, which is just to be who you are. And then if your dharmic purpose, right? So don't get caught up in I'm chosen, because the only thing it does is create another layer of otherism. But there is a hierarchy. Yes, that's real shit. Every system has hierarchy. Not just patriarchy or matriarchy, but there's a hierarchy, right? When you look at ants in their ecosystem, they have a hierarchy. Bees, they have a hierarchy. Each one of them have a specific craft that they do, that they perform for the whole. You just have to understand what speaks to you. What are you supposed to do? And that's found when you get in touch with your real you. And oftentimes you will have a person that all of your relationships are assignments, all of them. And they all serve the purpose is to help you realize yourself, to learn more about you. Trust. I trust the highest way. Change me, divine beloved, into one who wants what you want for me. Change me, divine beloved, into one who wants what you want for me. What does the Most High want for you? Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way when I allow the Most High to drive the chariot. Nurturing. I am a spark of divinity. See, we had to blot out our tatas, right? But you are a nurturer, a giver, a bringer of mother's milk, birth as a portal. You are a spark of divinity yourself. It is you. Change me, divine beloved, into one who accepts my body exactly as it is, seeing it as a vessel for your love, a vessel, a conduit for the Most High itself. Your soul has a vessel. Your vessel doesn't hold a soul. Your soul holds a vessel. And that's kind of like what we were getting right here. Can you imagine that bubble being your soul, and your soul is inside and outside? Your soul holds a vessel. Yes, God body. Absolutely. Fill me with gratitude for this physical form. Let me nurture and care for myself in every way. And again, it's decisions. I definitely feel this Archer, that's fire energy. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer all my decisions to you. May I trust during times of transition, that change, metamorphosis, that the perfect actions will be shown. Grant me the patience to allow events to line up as they need to. You take an aim on something, you shot your shot, it takes time for that arrow to travel to hit its target, right? But it is a thing. When you are using the storms to manifest, like we said, even with this deck, they weren't freaking available the same day we asked for it. But that doesn't mean that it wasn't done. This is the piece that you cannot buy. And y'all see what's up underneath this? We just split the deck. It's this divine feminine. When you're talking about a conqueror, somebody that's covering you, that owl spirit, who covering you? Who covering you with this thing? Come on, divine masculine. Divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. Look, in his deck, look, can y'all see what the vibe is? Can you see? Eyes, first ears to hear, the patience for revelation, so that you may see the thing. This ain't fast food. This is evolution. Come on with this eternity. A deeper union with you. Look at the spirit. Change me, divine beloved, into one who understands the true meaning of death. They wrote that shit the fuck down. Oh yeah, 13 coming through. You see it? Four wands and death. Can you, for somebody, celebrate the death? Can you celebrate the transformation? We just gonna put that out there. Because it don't have to be physical. It could be the changing of your mind to allow the shit that's in your subconscious to die so that you could be reborn into what you're supposed to be. You can be resurrected in your natural consciousness. Like if it was evolved, allowing it to just grow and learn without restriction, without programming, without limitation, because you are limitless, truly. But what would tell you something different? What would tell you through communication, through subliminal programming, outright teaching and programming, and subliminal programming all the time, telling you that you are something different than what you truly are? Remove my fear of dying. What are you afraid of losing? Open my vision to the eternal. May all transitions lead me into an ever deepening union with you. What can you allow to die and to transition away from you? What are you afraid of losing? A lot of people are afraid of losing their soul. You can't. The source of us living, if it is everywhere and in everything, it is in you. How can you lose it? People fear losing themselves, but that's irrational. You can never lose yourself. How do you lose you? You are always with you. People take off to go find themselves. Well, that's also irrational because no matter where you go, you take you with you. All situations only drive you back to realize that you were with you the whole time. It was always you that you were looking for. It was always you that you were chasing, that you held the key the whole time. It was never missing. The distortion just had you looking outside externally instead of looking inside internally to become involved with self. And when you choose to be involved with self, detached involvement, meaning that whatever is going on in here, I have the ability to let that shit go. I'm not going to hold on to what I think I know, but I'm going to be open to discover what I do and what I don't know. What's truth and what's fuckery. And that shit could fall away from me. And then I'm open and still ready to receive what's good for me. What is it that the Most High God wants from me? You are a pure soul. I don't know why they didn't want me to say that. And you got the Midas touch. You can make any motherfucking thing grow. Whatever is coming out of you is supposed to be megalithic. It's supposed to be big. Therefore, you could be under attack by others who are envious and jealous. It's a hierarchy to this shit. In every fucking beehive, there's a queen. In every ant colony, there's a queen. It's hierarchy. And people get pissed with hierarchy. Just saying. It's natural. You ain't gotta believe me. Your energy is unmatched. Fucking I am presence. The bringer of storms and transitions. Let it rain. The storm never bothered me anyway. You know what I'm saying? So just get me. Anything else we were saying now? Thank y'all so much for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do. This was so fun. I love this. I love it. It is the most enjoyable time of the day. And for that, I am so grateful for the Most High God to use me, to choose us to be a vessel, a conduit onto them to use to bring these messages. And we pray that you are edified, because they are first edifying unto self, so that we can be nourished and strengthened to bear the yoke that they place upon these shoulders. It could be heavy and daunting, beloved, especially when you're out here and you feel like you don't have any protection. Battling mindsets, because that is where the war is won, beloved. It's in the mind. If a person or a system gets a hold of your mind and they lock down your mind, you will perpetuate the system yourself. You will eventually unalive yourself. Why? Because anything that doesn't change, anything that doesn't evolve will perish. And we will have done it to ourselves. But there are so many that rage against it. You know what I'm saying? Like the storm. Like nature is always seeking to balance. Nature always seeks balance. And I feel like that's really what's happening. You know? Trust the process. Trust it. Purple and white. Royalty. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, see, look. Stepping into your divine legacy. Royalty. Something about legacy and lineage that was coming through. Divine feminine energy. It was always you. It was always you. Your frequency is beyond this world. You're just here. You used the birthing portal. And you came to do something. You were sent to do something. And it's to be a facilitator in change. You went through tough cycles to awaken, to activate you. And to understand how to choose. What do you fight with? Again, you don't fight fire with fire. Like, it doesn't make sense. You don't fight water with water. You have to learn how to master all of the elements. Yeah. Divine cosmic ordering. Things are aligning. And divine alchemy. Some things coming down. Conscious manifesting. You are a conscious manifester. And I feel like this Leo could be too. They could be spiritually gifted. They just could be your protector. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And I keep getting a heavy thing on safety. Like maybe this person or somebody doesn't understand that they are safe, because we picked up the cards already. It was a thing with feeling safe. But it could be the sentiment of not being safe is important because somebody isn't safe. You're not safe and you feel like you don't feel safe because there's somebody very close to you that is a Judas and they will betray you. So you do need a protector. And if you be the type of energy that I sense, then every time you come to do a thing, you get betrayed by somebody close to you, beloved. So you could be picking up your past life energy. You could feel it, you could see it. The same way you saw it before, I feel like it's not going to happen like that this time, though. No doubt. You are not the black sheep. You are a golden child. You have not been sent to be a lamb, a sacrificial lamb onto this world. You are here to conquer and to triumph. Have no doubt. Eagle, light worker, your majesty. Wow. I don't know if y'all picking up the vibes. I'm getting new life. I'm getting renewal. I'm getting the vibes. And it's something about a pure soul. I don't know. They're kind of giving me a thing like no such thing. You know what I'm saying? That's another lie. That's another distortion. We all have decisions and we all have our karma, like the product of our decisions. You know what I mean? And sometimes people could feel like it couldn't be me because in my past life, or I made these decisions, these choices, these distortions, and these things that may give you a sense of shame, a feeling of fear or shame or unworthiness. Unworthiness. I think Buki was talking about this. Like, why do you feel like it could not be you? Decisions. Yeah. So somebody could be stuck in making the choice and answering their call because you may be feeling like, how could this be me? Yeah. Evolution. Change that. Change that. Welcome change. Welcome to the change of the century. That's what I just heard. Wow. Y'all energy is amazing. There's definitely something with this Leo, this strength card, spiritually strength, and it's giving the power of your meditation, the power of your vision. And it's not just giving prayer, but it's giving affirmation. Affirm, being very affirming. Like you know what you know because you've seen it, so you constantly state and reaffirm it. It's not like praying for the Most High God to change or to do. They've already shown you. So you just affirm what they've shown you. Sis, mother brought that up in your rising session. Oh, wow. Did you upload it yet? Because I don't think I seen your notification come up that you put up another session. And your twin flame is meant to awaken you. That doesn't mean that you're supposed to be with that person. They're assigned to you to awaken you, and you will have a soul connection, a soul protector. All of your relationships are assignments, and your twin doesn't have to be romantic. There's the Four Wands. Y'all see it flip? Four Wands. And y'all seen the Death and the Chariot come out, like, there's another chariot, right? We talked about the Death extensively. One of the first cards that we felt was the Four Wands. Four Wands. So you don't have to always believe me. Believe what you see, right? You are not a pure, it's giving pure soul, but not. It's something about the lie that they have told about, this messenger or this person coming that is like this pure, like pure of sin, or they never did anything wrong. They never made any mistakes. And that's bullshit. It's absolute trash, which is why there's no written record, or they didn't include, okay, we're going to say it in this way because it's a lot of bullshit that's intermixed in that. First of all, he was a she. Secondly, and we said it, it's okay. We'll give that a minute to digest. But Okay, they ready? Okay. This person having the gift that they have, the ability to speak and to manifest a thing, you must consider when they were a child and they would say something and it would happen. Instant manifestation. If it was like this, right? They could say something. They could tell a person to fucking stop and their goddamn shit could seize the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So it is reported in some texts that they unalived a person, at least two people, in childhood. They had to be sent away to master their gifts because they did not understand that unmeasurable power that they contained. So they're not gonna tell you their full journey because it would completely blow out the water the rest of the fucking shit that they want to feed you. Chariot, the devil, and the ten of wands. Y'all be careful. Spiritually aware. Study to show yourself approved. If the shit is say it's in there and it's not in there, we were talking about the art of war, right? How do you balance using the elements? Well, where is the book of wars? Because they mention it, but it's not in there, beloved. So you know that they hold information from you. They pick and choose what they want to tell you. And if that's the case, then how can you trust it to be the infallible and complete anything, beloved? That just doesn't make logical sense. We were studying on Augustine of Hippo last week, the person who created the concept of original sin. They created the concept of the Trinity being the Holy Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Those are man made creations because there was no consensus. So, what happens when you start to let go of the fact that what they taught you is just bullshit? Judgment, karmic lessons, resurrection, spiritual awakening. What happens when you find out what they taught you was bullshit? Three of Cups. Somebody is under judgment by their community, but that is the lesson. Somebody is going through a spiritual awakening. There is a community that is awakening. There is a community that's here to awaken. There's a community that has heard the call to awaken. Four of Pentacles. And there are people who will hold on to this mindset. They will seek to protect it, and it's given at any cost. Some people will seek to bury and subdue or suppress the truth. And there are guarders who guide the one to bring the truth, to bring the message. There are those who are chosen or selected. They are calling. You agreed to come to protect. And therefore, it is something that your soul is calling you to do, but somebody is conflicted because you would have to release what they taught you. You would have to lose it. You would have to let it go. It's not fact. I mean, you can go look it up for yourself. I gave you the reference, but again, that's that same mindset. Hey, Daniel, Augustine of Hippo. They are the person that came up with the concept of Holy Father, Spirit, and the Son. And you can go look it up for yourself. They did it in around 340 AD, right after the first convening of the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. But if you don't want to study your theology and your belief system and you want to hold on to the programming, that's totally fine with me. I'm not here to change your mind about anything. You can study to show yourself approved. Show me that I'm wrong. If anything, go study just to show me that I'm wrong. And you can't use the Bible to do it because that's not a steady reference point. Go research. It's just period. Fuck around and get your feelings hurt. I mean, it was heartbreaking. Three of Swords. Yes, you can, and that's why you know that the spirit is within. You can look at nature and tell that there's a masculine and a feminine energy. There's nothing on the planet in nature anywhere that bursts without a feminine energy, so how could it only be masculine? Is your mother a ghost? No, she's a whole person. Do you have feminine energy? Absolutely. You do. So why would you allow your mind to hold on to a viewpoint where the mother is missing? We said this the whole beginning of the message. You aren't here. You can play it back. But everything in nature is a matriarchy. There's nothing birthed of the father. I need your fertilization. But as the feminine, I'm birthing through my lineage, right? So I'm going to look for the person that has what is required for evolution. I do. They bring the car seat, you got to go. You're not open to receiving, and you're just delaying and sucking up my energy. If you watch the playback, you will see it. And we don't feel the need to fucking convince anything. If you're not a believer, I mean, like, if you can't see what's in front of your eyes, then why be here? They channeled it. They wrote down before we even pulled a card. They wrote it. They wrote it, dude. And then they pulled the cards to say what we said. We channel the message from the spirit, and they pull the cards to display to you what they said. So not only do you hear it, but then you see it. It's affirmation for you. We don't need cards. But this is how they chose to deliver the message to you so that you might hear and that you might see, therefore you may believe. You can open yourself up to the what's happening. But if you feel like what they told you in that doctrine that was handed to you from others that was handed to them, and you have no interest in learning where it comes from and it's limiting your mindset, then feel free to sit in that, beloved. You don't have to convince us. It's none of our business. You came over here. We didn't go and get you. Chariot. See, they wrote that down too. If you were here, Chariot. Everybody that was here from the beginning, seeing us sit like this, what are you showing us, Spirit? Help us remember that which we need to know. And they told us Chariot, rewrote it down, and here you go. But some people will consider that to be something demonic. And if that's what you've been taught and that's what you believe, then why did you even tap in, beloved? Why? That's a question for you, not for us. You can disconnect, you can show yourself out. But at the end of the day, you will the one be missing out. And the world would too. Creation would miss out on your gifts and what it is that you were supposed to do because you fell victim to the programming that ensnared you. You must remember, if that's the theology, right? They seek to destroy. They seek to derail you. And if they could do it using your mindset so that you don't pursue what's in you, you be conflicted and at war with self, then they won. We are free. We are sovereign. We are free. Take the chains off your mind. That's mental. Mental imprisonment, rendering you powerless when you are limitless. You have the ability to create and to do all things. Ten of Cups, like ultimate wish fulfillment, divine masculine. In this day and age, we celebrate the rising up of our divine masculine. Like, that's what we wish for you to stand up and to be in your position, not to dominate, not to subdue, not to control, but to protect and to uplift, to be and to walk in your purpose. Hangman. Yeah, inaction due to the thought process, refusing to sacrifice the mindset and to surrender to the real, to what really is. So sometimes people just escape through fantasy and they're not doing anything but just sitting and watching. And you are so right. One soul is responsible for their own salvation. Again, the key is within. You hold the key. You hold the key. You hold the key. It's always been you. It's always been you. It's always been you. That's the truth. And it's giving collective understanding. Celebrating the truth. Can you celebrate the truth over the lies and the deceit? Yeah, some people hold on to it though. Can you be secure in the truth? Can you be secure in the uprooting? It's giving me the energy of like being able to fly free but feel safe while flying. If you are a person that's been grounded because something has clipped your wings, then how do you feel safe in the air when your wings have been restored? You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. Like, I'm seeing like the lesson of like baby birds when they're being taught how to fly and they get pushed, right? They've been in the nest, so they've been grounded their whole experience up until that moment. But then mother must push them out. They're little egos. They got to learn how to fly, right? So they feel so, of course, you have a fear of falling. That's natural. So when they say fear is not of the most high, bullshit. You are born with a natural fear of falling. Babies have it. It is innate to you. When they feel like their equilibrium shift, they get startled. Yeah, that's a form of fear, right? You should not feel comfortable jumping off a building. Keeps you safe. It's a safety mechanism and it's built in, damn it. So when little baby eagles that have been in the nest this whole time and mother's been coming to give them their food and feeding them, I don't know, like the two-parent thing. But when they get pushed out the nest, of course they feel fear. They're like, shit, I don't know what to do with these damn things. They flopping all over the place. But mother swoops down and she grab them and she bring them back up. But they got to go through the training again so that they can learn how to operate their wings. They can open up. They can feel grounded in the air. How many people are afraid of flying because they don't like being off the ground? How many people are afraid of heights? You can't even pick them up because they are afraid for their feet to leave the ground. My daughter is one of them. Don't you pick her up. She can't stand that shit. 30 years old. Don't pick her up. She don't like it. Her feet got to be on the ground. She is uncomfortable in playing. She will fly. But damn it, she got to be in a, she got to have a drink, you know. She got to be medicated. Put it like that. Just saying. But how many people can sit in an airplane and feel grounded, completely safe? If you are an eagle, then you got to learn how to be grounded in the air to fly. Shit, somebody wants you, beloved. I told you, you got a goddamn protector. That strength card, that Leo energy, that lion. Look, she's standing on him. Look, look. We had to put a dress on her because she used to be naked. She Shit, seasons. It's time for shit to change. Number one, it's time for shit to change. It's seasons to all of this, beloved. It's time for shit to change. Mother said, come on now, baby. Where's your protector? That lion. Where's your protector? You know, Venus energy, surrender to the sweetness. Now, making love to life, joy and pleasure. Divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Shit. That's that real shit. Hello. Fucking make this shit up. It's that real. It's real love. Heaven celebrating it, coming in together. Hello, divine alchemy. The alchemist. There she is. There she is. Coming in with that good energy. Ooh, and bringing a storm too. We manifesting portals. Stay fixed on what you see. Woo, brazen, living out loud. I heard in the meantime, in between time. I love y'all so much. I do. I love y'all. I love you. I love you just like I love me. Because that is my capacity. But it is growing and expanding on a daily. I'm just saying, look, creativity. You talking about, there it is, sis. You see this shit with the speak up. I pray you still here. I pray you still here. You just posted with the yeah. Look, how did it just come out? And what did we just show? We just gonna move this right back into over here. Look, bam. We had this whole conversation. Cause see, the spirit will tell you and then they'll show you. I can't make it up. These 7 sisters got protectors. They got protectors. And what do? They create. So tell me I'm lying, Wheatfield. Tell me the spirit is lying to me, through me to you, beloved. It's not. They create the 7 sisters of creativity. They create. Who protects? We know that protectors, loyal, providing safety in a place of you could trust it. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's this. But it's a challenge with their mindset because they got this shit all fucking flipped. They tell you, but they don't tell you. Joseph, why must you marry Mary? Because she carries a gift and she needs protection. Mary was never designed to be Joseph's fucking helpmate. They never said that. But people get that shit all fucking twisted. They go back to Adam and Eve, which was some bullshit, and you can fucking tell it is just on page 1 if you study it. If you study it, you could tell shit missing out the book on page 1 if you study it. How do you know? For one, if you read the different books and translate one, you can't tell whether his name was Cain or whether it was Seth. Which one was the fuck was it? And if it was only Adam and Eve and they had 2 children, which was boys, then there's 4 people on the planet and only one motherfucking girl. Who the fuck did Cain marry? So you know it's shit that they don't tell you. And I'm not saying that that's not it. It's obvious that it's not complete. So please don't bank your salvation on an incomplete work saying that that is the complete infallible word of the Most High God. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't know why the fire and the heat that's in me right now that has to just come through to tell somebody that shit. Somebody could fuck around and miss a person because they holding on to a belief system that is distorting your mind and it is set up to destroy this purpose. I could use that bitch against you and show you exactly why you should not follow it. Why what you're saying makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. Cut the motherfucking cords on that shit. Mother out here with her babies with the damn hatchet trying to protect her fucking self. Why? Because the protectors have been distorted to think that it's something else. You need your helpmate. We welcome it. We welcome our protectors. We welcome our support. But you gotta heal, beloved. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. She is a portal to bring life, to bring forth creation. So, yes, she is to be honored. So, if that is her nature, then why would you think that creation itself was birthed by a ghost, by a masculine? Where the fuck does that ever happen? Anywhere? Nowhere. There's only one reference that says that that's true. And there's no proof, no evidence that it happens anywhere. But you hold on to it so tightly. Why? Can you cut the cords? Can you let it go? That's not what it is. But see, that it would make you feel uprooted. But then can you ground yourself, beloved? Can you stay rooted and grounded in you? Allow yourself to be rooted and grounded in truth. So what will you cling on to? The lie that makes you comfortable or the truth that frees you? I love you like I love the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending, that called us all to be the infinite intelligence breathing. Because the word lives, beloved. We Ashe.